Welcome back, Mercy Campers. If you did not have paper, if you didn't have any construction paper for our paper flowers in the last craft, I promised I would show you how to do a material flower. So hopefully you have a old t-shirt or something lying around and you can repurpose the material. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut a strip. So this is an old shirt that I had, and I'm going to just cut the strip off of the bottom. So for this activity you need an old piece of material, or if you have scrap material at home that would be perfect, but just some piece of material, scissors, and you are going to need a hot glue gun. And your cut does not have to be great. I kind of like it with the scraggly edges when you make the flower. It adds a little texture, I think. Okay, so I have a piece of material, and what you're going to do with it is twist it, and as you twist it, you're going to glue it, and you're going to roll it. And you want to try to roll it flat, and as we go along, we're going to do little drops of glue so that it holds. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Move it down a little bit. So I'll show you that again. So you're just going to twist it, and then you're going to roll it in and kind of flat, and as we roll it in kind of flat, we're going to glue it along the way so that it stays, and so you'll have what you can see is a nice flat rose. Now I will say, if you're holding it up and you're gluing and it gets kind of thick, sometimes we end up with this like weird long flower. It just means you need to lay it flat as you're twisting and spinning it. So I'm going to start with a drop of hot glue just to get that end going. And with this, just be careful that you're not gluing your fingers. And we're just going to twist a little bit, and then you stop and you glue. Make sure that's there, and then you twist some more. And as you twist some more, you find another spot, and you're going to glue. And then you'll twist some more and glue, and you're just going to do this throughout. You're just going to keep twisting and keep gluing while you're trying to hold it semi-flat so it doesn't get too tall on you. And with these can be really cute magnets. So if you had any extra magnets from our previous craft, you could glue a magnet onto the back of it, so you could have a pretty material rose magnet. Or if you have a picture frame, you could make some little material flowers and you could put those up in the corners of the photo album, or the center. You could do the whole bottom. It's your frame, so you can get creative and you can do whatever you would like for that. So I'm going to keep on twisting. You just keep twisting, you keep gluing, and you avoid glue on your fingers. And all of this straggly hot glue that you see, that can eventually just be pulled off once it's dry. And if you want a smaller flower, just use a shorter piece of material. If you want a wider flower, use a bigger piece of material. And hot glue really is the only thing that works for this because it dries fast. And when you get to the end, I like to reserve a little bit of material to kind of close off the bottom. So I have this extra material here, and I'm going to close off the bottom. So what I'm going to do is glue here, just big glob of glue, and I'm going to take this material and just lay it in that big glob of glue just to kind of close off the bottom. And then with my extra material, I'm just going to kind of cut it off. And then that way you have a solid piece that you could glue a magnet onto or whatever you might want to glue. And you'll just have to pick some of this glue off, or if you want to leave it, it kind of looks like pretty little water droplets, but that's up to you. Okay, so we have a material flower, and then this was one of the paper flowers from before, and I had an extra mason jar lid, so I actually did the same thing that we did with our photo, with our little photo frames with the mason jar lid, and I just glued the flower in it. So I'm going to get a magnet and stick it on the back and put that on my refrigerator. All right, thanks for joining me today.